So first I want to introduce you to the first expert we have today, Rob Butler, who is a research scientist at the Canadian Wildlife Service and an expert Fraser River Delta. Hi Rob.
Hi Holly.
How are you doing today on this blustery day?
Oh, it's chilly, but it's a great day to be out here.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what kind of birds we can see here on the Fraser Delta?
Well, the Fraser is one of the best places in Canada to see birds. We have about 300 species of birds we can see every year here. But in terms of the shorebirds, there's probably maybe around 30, 35 species in total that we see each year. The most numerous one, of course, is the western sandpiper, which is what this story is all about. On top of that, there are dunlin and dowitchers and many, many other shorebirds that are also doing this migration up here through Canada.
Okay, so there's lots of neat birds we can see. But why is it that they decide to stop here on the Fraser Delta?
Well, the Fraser is one of these unique places in Canada, particularly here on the west coast, where we actually have big, extensive mudflats. Most of the coast is very, very rocky, and it's not a great spot for these kinds of birds. They like to feed in the mud, so they have to go wherever the mud is. And there aren't many places like that here in Canada. This one here at the mouth of the Fraser is created by the river itself. All the sediments that come down the river have created this extensive mudflat.
So is that what makes the Fraser River special?
That's what makes it special. It's also very mild here in the winter, and so things are very productive through the entire year. So we have huge numbers of birds through the winter as well as on migration.
Great. So we know that they've stopped here for one of the legs of their stopover, but where are they going to go next?
Well, the next stop is up in the Fraser River Delta, about 800 to 1,000 kilometers north of us in Alaska. And between here and there, it's very, very rocky and very difficult for these birds to make that kind of a flight. But that's the key thing, is to fuel up here and make the next leg of that journey.
So that's a difficult, long way that they have to go. But the Stikine is the next place that we're going to be visiting too.
That's right.
So what happens if we're going to lose one of these stopover sites, either San Francisco Bay or this one or any of the ones up the coast?
Well, let's hope we don't lose them. That's what all the science is about, is to try to look at this. But imagine if you were trying to hop across a stream on a set of stepping stones and somebody was to remove one of those stepping stones. Could you make that hop and make it across? It may be very difficult. It's happening for these sandpipers. This is a stepping stone on this migration. And if this one was removed, could they fly all the way from California up to Alaska? We don't know.
Okay, so there's some really important things to think about for conservation.
That's for sure.
So thank you, Rob. Thanks
All
for
right.
telling us about that.